Okay, we're ready to administer our bag of Caniplas now that has been thawed. This is our subject for the day. Her name is Ruby, and she belongs to one of our staff members, Katie Shield, and we're very grateful to Katie for giving us Ruby for the day. Bear in mind that Ruby is not a sick dog. She's completely well, and obviously sick dogs are often a lot more cooperative. But anyway, we're going to set about doing the transfusion now. We've already got the vein clipped, and Renee's going to hold the vein up for me while I prep it. Now I'm going to cannulate the vein. I use a 20 gauge 1.5" catheter. Obviously every vet has their own preference, and every vet has their own way about doing intravenous catheters. Keep it up, hold it up. Keep it up. Obviously I leave the stylet in place, trying to stop blood from running everywhere.
Good girl.
Then I lock it in place and tape it in place. I'm now ready to start the plasma transfusion. And I start the transfusion running at a very slow rate of about 2 drips a second. This is to ensure that we're not going to get any allergic reactions. Allergic reactions are extremely rare. About 1 in 1,000 dogs will exhibit an allergy that may just represent a bit of cranial edema of the ears and around the eyes. About 1 in 1,000 of the dogs that exhibit a reaction, so that's 1 in 100,000, dogs will get anaphylactic shock. So whenever you are delivering a plasma transfusion, it is always a good idea to have antihistamines, corticosteroids and adrenaline injection handy, just in that 1 in 100,000 chance that the dog might throw an anaphylactic shock. The other reason we start the plasma running slowly is to make sure we're not getting, we haven't placed our catheter incorrectly and we're getting perivenous plasma. We now see that this plasma is running okay, so I'm going to turn the flow rate up slightly. Administration rates is a question I'm often asked, and my answer is that the plasma is best given slowly. The sicker the dog, the slower the plasma should be given. It really does have its best pharmacological effect if you give it more slowly. And I'm talking 2 to 4 hours to run a 200 ml bag into the standard 20 kilogram dog that bag was meant for. If you've got a bigger dog, obviously you may well use, may need to use 2 or 3 bags. Once again, if you take 2 to 3, 4 hours to run that plasma in, that is the ideal. You can't share it with a saline line, it's got to be its own dedicated line. So you may actually choose to stop your saline transfusion if you're doing one while you run your plasma in. This process is going to take 15 to 20 minutes, as I previously pointed out. You can see that we're not getting any blebs there from the plasma running in. If it was going peritevenously, obviously too, you'd be getting a pain reaction from the dog because they don't like it, and I can't blame them. Ruby here is a little bit restless, but only because she wants a little smooch, don't you? Yes. She's a very affectionate dog, but I'll stress again that she's well, and it's pretty hard to expect a well dog to stay this quiet. She's doing very well, aren't you, darling? Good girl.